So optokinetic training, basically I use that for somebody who has visual vertigo or dizziness induced by large crowds, busy environments, or even big box stores like Walmart, Target, Costco. So with dizziness, if you have an inner ear system that is broken or dysfunctional, oftentimes the body will often pick the visual sense as the new source of accurate input. But when you go into visually busy places, like a Costco, a big store, a crowd, a casino, an airport, oftentimes that will leave you feeling a sense of kind of spaciness or disorientation. Why that happens is because if you're traveling forward, but your visual stimulus is moving all around you, your brain doesn't know what system is giving a reliable source of input, so it gets disoriented and you feel kind of floaty, dizzy in the head, however you may want to describe it. I often will see this visual dependence in patients who have had a hypofunction, whether it's unilateral or bilateral, meaning one or both sides. We'll see that often in concussions, vestibular migraines, or patients who have developed 3PD after a vertiginous attack. With optokinetic training, it is a safe way to kind of get you introduced to being in a busy place again. So say, for example, you want to go to Costco and shop, but you always leave feeling disoriented. Maybe you can only make it 5 minutes, or maybe you can't go at all. So what I use with my patients is finding a video on YouTube, a GoPro video, for example, of a place that we want to go or a task that we want to tackle. We're gonna go on YouTube, look for Costco videos.
What do I see when I walk past Costco? And why would it be dizzying? All the colors, the ceiling. The aisles with all the different visual going surround. That's disorienting.
Forward through the aisles or the camera pans right, you may feel an experience of kind of a whoosh over to the right with the camera. Try to tune into the brain. Ask yourself if you really did feel that movement, or if you kind of sit with your back up against the seat, if you feel grounded and secure. So the trick with optokinetic training is that you almost look past the video. You don't want to try to keep up with the video and look all around as the person's shopping. You want to take all the visual in, find a stable target, and just kind of let it happen around you, but you know that you're secure in your chair because you can feel that your butt is in the chair, you can feel your feet on the ground. And when you do these exercises, I only prescribe them to tolerance, max of 5 minutes. So my goal is anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes with a video. You start in seated. If it doesn't bother you, the next day I want you to try in standing, feet apart and then feet together. That would be easier and then harder. Again, you would try to decrease your somatosensory support, so we're not sitting anymore. So all we have to count on is our feet. So when the camera pans right, I want you to stay steady on your feet and try not to sway with that camera. Now, the last progression for the optokinetic is going to be on like a foam pad or unsteady surface. That takes the somatosensory and puts it at a huge disadvantage. So you really have to ignore that visual input and keep steady. One other note, a smaller screen like your iPhone is going to be less immersive, less realistic than doing something on a smart TV. So you may need to start on a small screen and then work up to a big screen. It should be to tolerance. You should not try to push through. You should try to ground when you complete, and you should try to pick a task that is individualized to your goals. It may be an airport, a casino, freeway driving, or even on a train. So if you have any questions about optokinetic training, or if you have any great videos that you've seen for optokinetic training, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'm going to start a new playlist of my optokinetic training so you can get started there. But the list definitely isn't inclusive and it's not individualized. So make sure you do some research and try to find videos that trigger your specific issues.